back. You are listening to IBGR Network. IBGR is our call sign as a radio station, but we are so much more than a radio station. We are a network. I am your host, Arthie Moore, known as Compassionate Leader of Influence, and you're listening into Season 4, The Visionary Entrepreneur, Episode 12, and I'm talking about celebrating our humanity. And what is the point? It's about acknowledging, celebrating, giving credit to your supporters, clients, and teams that helped you achieve your success. How do you do that? I spoke into different areas where I'm going to delve into intentionality, compassion, mindset, success mindset, and how we can celebrate the people within our diverse teams. Where do we need to go and what do we need to do? Before I do that, I just want to touch on a few simple areas that I think is worthwhile delving into. Did you know that if you went to our website at ibgr.network, you can download the show notes and the podcast of every single show, of every single on air talent, every single one of our incredible radio show hosts who have been doing this from around the world. Now, if you go to IBGR, you will also go to the community section and you can join our mentoring groups. And when you join an IBGR community, you're also going to be automatically added to our community of commerce. Now, the community of commerce is a great place to network and to connect with our entire community. I mean, think about it. You can also join your favorite on air talents mentoring group. How cool is that? And joining mentoring groups is even more incredible because it gives you access to useful tools and mentoring conversations around your specific business challenges. Now, I think that is powerful. So I'm encouraging you. I'm reaching out to you and I'm saying, please join one or more of our mentoring groups today and start engaging with like minded business growers and entrepreneurs just like you. There are people out there that are looking for guidance, they're looking for support, and they're looking to share the reality of who they are. And I'm just saying, here's the platform. It's been created for you. And all you've got to do is download our app and have all of this at your fingertips. More than that, if you go onto our website, you've got access to so much more, including ebooks with all the show notes. Come on, you've got access to everybody and everything you need to be successful. So, what's stopping you? And I'm going to talk more into that because I know that being intentional is a powerful state to be in. And so, when I look at compassion, as I was writing The Value of Compassion, it is in one of my shows that I did previously a couple of weeks ago, and I spoke a lot more into the compassionate leader of influence. But as I thought about it, I've been looking at the way people interact with each other around the world. And traveling through South Africa, I've actually noticed that with the injustices in this country, it prevented a lot of people from being able to connect with each other meaningfully in a business environment where values and feeling valued was non existent. Now, I understand we've got organizational values. And as an entrepreneur, you would value your people's time as well as valuing your clients. But I'm talking about it from a different point of view, talking about the fact that most businesses will thumb suck some values of what they think makes a great team. Things like honesty and integrity and teamwork and hard work and respect for each other and listening and all of these fancy things. But when you look at it, they shouldn't be values. Those should be normal, everyday human interaction behaviors. That's normal. Why did that become organizational values? You see, when I think about it from a different perspective, people from different or diverse cultures and expectations have got different needs, wants, and have got different natures. So the way that they interact, the way they listen to you, and what you hear, two different things. When you're talking to them from a business perspective and from your business ideologies, you are looking to You are looking to succeed. You are looking to close a deal. You are looking to provide. You are looking for ways of what you can do to create the best product or service. But then at what point do we stop long enough and say, I want the best team, the best human being with the best interaction, best communication, best relationship? See, this is what I'm talking about. To celebrate the people and acknowledge them for who they are, not just their achievements, but just for being them. When is the last time we just encouraged people and said, you know what, that was wow, that was incredible. I've learned so much from you. Thank you. Thank you for what you've just done for me. When's the last time gratitude filled your very being and flowed through your words to the people around you? So when I looked at some of the business owners' perspectives, some of the key issues that actually, uh, bug them, the things that's really, really, really frustrating them when it comes to celebrating the humanity, celebrating the humanness of the people they interact with. What bugs them? And when I was thinking into this, I just wrote down 3 points, as I always do. And I wrote down, what's the point when I'm paying people a salary? Why should I celebrate and acknowledge them? Surely people understand this is purely business, nothing more, nothing less. I've heard this so many times from so many companies. Now, I've spoken to South Africa and the disconnect here in business. And the reason I say that is that people come from Western principles of business. It's all about achievement. It's all about deadlines. It's all about this is a service we provided. I pay you a salary, so get on with it. Why do you need an incentive? I'm not talking about incentives. I'm talking about acknowledgement. I'm talking about giving people credit where it's due. And there's a lot of companies and a lot of individuals who leech off other people. They are useless in their jobs or their job descriptions. They are useless in fulfilling their responsibilities, but they depend and they know how to manipulate team members to do the work, and then they take credit for it. So when we use words like this is purely business, nothing more, nothing less. That is a very sad point of view to actually take, a sad stance, because what you're doing is you are dehumanizing people. You're making them nothing, and yet they're everything to you. If you nurtured them, if you lifted the lid on their potential, you would have talent that is unrivaled in the way that you can actually grow your business and your company. You will have loyalty. You'll have a retention of incredible minds, solution focused teams. So I don't need to tell you why it's important to celebrate the people around you. Another area that is worthwhile delving into. People actually ask, why? Why should I adjust and say thank you when they don't even realize the sacrifices I personally make for them? Ooh. Okay, see, now those are entrepreneurs who've got self-confidence issues. It's as simple as that. Their self-esteem or the ego needs to be pampered or nurtured in some way, or the ego needs to be stroked, where people need to be saying to them, well, you're doing a brilliant job. Well, if you don't tell them, if you don't show and guide people and educate them on your expectations, if you don't even give them credit where it's due, why would they reciprocate? Why ask for what you are not giving? Why demand if you don't share? Why is that an entitlement? Of course, you're going to sacrifice. That's your business. Of course, you will sacrifice. You're an entrepreneur. But the balance there is that you teach people what you want, what you need, and what you expect. Because then you create the safe space for them to do the same for you. That is how you connect with people. That is how you nurture them. Another area that I've heard from business owners, they ask the question, how will celebrating my people, honoring them, and making time to understand their needs impact my business? See, I think that the majority of the solutions are within that statement. So let me change the how will. Let's remove how will, and let's change the entire sentence into a different way. Let's just say, by celebrating my people, honoring them, and making time to understand them, I know for a fact that I will impact my business. This will impact my business. They will impact my business positively. So when you look at some of the excerpts, and I spoke into this in one of my shows, I said that a compassionate person comprehends, connects, understands, and accepts people for who they are and where they are at in their journey. They then entice them to grow to the next levels of excellence in their personal and business lives. They do this by adding value in every way to guide, support, and share expertise and experiences to help that person in a meaningful way. As a compassionate person, you choose to see the good in everyone. By practicing compassion, you're able to use your intuition to support others in achieving their goals. Compassionate people live a life of intention. They intentionally seek to use integrity in every aspect of their lives in order to stay true and respectful to themselves first. This allows them to inspire and impact others by standing up for their values, principles, and beliefs. With that, we're now going to take another short 2 to 3 minute break. But when we return, we're going to be talking into intentionality. We're going to be talking into how and what needs to be implemented. But in the meantime, I'm gonna encourage you again to please become a member of our Insiders Network by going to our website and clicking the Join Us link. And don't forget to connect with us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and our IBGR app, which is readily available on iOS and Play stores. I will catch you again in our next segment. See you now.